and welcome to first episode of Campus Pro Live. I'm Serena with CGTN. Starting this month, we'll be touring around some of the most extraordinary university campuses in China. We'll show you landmark buildings and classrooms and take you inside the most advanced labs. And most importantly, we'll be talking to students, professors, and even alumni to figure out what campus life is really like here in China. So here I am today at the Central Academy of Fine Arts, China's top art school, as well as a breeding ground for young, hot artists and designers. So today I'll show you around the landmark buildings on campus, and also I'll be talking to students, both internationally and domestic students, to talk about their most profound graduation art pieces. Also, my friend Jingjing is already standby inside the School of Design. Let's see what she had to offer.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Li Jingjing. Now I'm standing outside this building that is the home to the School of Design at the Central Academy of Fine Arts. This school is really one of the top leading designing schools across China. Over these years, they have been providing creative ideas in many fields, including digital arts, architectures. So they have been shaping the history of arts in this country. You probably haven't noticed that many things in our daily lives are designed by students of this school. For example, the China's currency, RMB, and the monument to the heroes in front of the Tiananmen Square. So later, I'm going to take you inside this building because this giant board behind me is saying inside this building there's an exhibition of artworks designed by undergraduate students of this school. I can't wait to see. And if you have any questions or comments, please do leave them on CGTN social networks, for example, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and we will try to answer those questions during this live stream. But now, let's see what my colleague Serena is doing at this CAFA Art Museum.
Go, it's okay. Thanks, Jingjing. Now I'm inside the landmark buildings on campus called CAFA Art Museum. The museum itself was designed by a profound Japanese designer. The gray bricks formed a shell-like outside, but inside it has hosted, if not thousands, but hundreds and thousands art exhibitions before, including the Leonardo da Vinci and Xu Beihong, China's most well-known painter. So the building itself has 6 stories. Right now we're heading to the second floor, and waiting for me right here is one of my guests today, and also the student who is about to graduate this year, Meng Yuan. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Serena. I'm very good. And you?
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I know we're inside the CAFA Museum and we're heading to the second floor. Would you give us a brief introduction? What are most of the exhibitions here on the second floor?
There are 3 parts on the second floor. The first part, as we can see, is the section of traditional Chinese painting. And the second part is the mural painting.
The mural painting.
And the third part, as you can see,
oil painting. Let me guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, oil painting.
Okay, so if the camera could pan around the wall, so these are the art pieces all designed by students on campus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is your art piece? I'm very excited to see.
That corner.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's see. Wow, there's a lot of visitors. As there are always visitors inside this museum. Okay, here we are.
Yeah.
So this is your art piece. Would you tell us a bit more about your work?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Right.
What's it? How long it took you to paint such a huge painting?
I think it took me about half. 2 months and a half.
2.5 months.
Yeah, 1 month for drafting and 1.5 for painting on the silk.
Okay. So Let me guess. What's the name of your artwork again?
The name of my artwork is called Terra Incognita.
Is that Latino?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a Latin phrase.
Yeah. Very
It firstly appeared in a map of the world made by a German cartographer called Martin Waldseemüller in the 16th century.
So, hold on. Before you move on, I want to know what's the English name of your painting?
It's just an unknown place.
Like unknown parts?
Unknown land, yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, unknown places.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
why would you come up with this idea? What's the backstory before your work?
Well, I just wanted to do a thesis, a graduation thesis, and I collected some archives in the British Library. Occasionally, I came across a beautiful handmade landscape map in the British Library. So I just wanted to figure out if I can use this method to represent the blue and green, traditional blue and green landscape painting. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, are you trying to create some territories human beings have never been to?
Yeah,
is that what you're trying to say?
As the name suggests, is a place you have never reached and never known. Yeah.
Would you say it's like a paradise, or what kind of message do you want to send through your work?
Well, I just wanted to say, you have to be critical to all kinds of information and knowledge. I found it turns out that people's conclusions and judgment on what is right or wrong are not always reliable. They change all the time. So, what if this fake knowledge become true in another dimension, in another world? Who knows?
Let me see. So, are you trying to say, if in this world, this territory you are creating does not exist at all, but probably it would be happening, or it would be existing in the future?
Yeah, I know it's just an imagination. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like it?
Oh, of course, like it. It's just like my kid.
Yeah, it's just like a baby you're raising up. So how about, have you ever received any comments or any messages to your work, apart from your instructors, your friends?
A viewer is a woman viewer.
Yeah.
I think she studied about the geomantic theory, feng shui theory of traditional Chinese civilization.
Okay.
So she criticized my painting that I did not follow the geomantic rules.
Because?
I know it's fake. It's a fake geomantic rule. So I just created a new geomantic rule, and without obeying the the existing rule.
Wow, it's quite complicated for an outsider like me. Okay, so do you expected that your artwork to be sold on the market?
Actually, I don't have any idea about this right now.
Okay, so but what's your plan after your graduation? Are you continue
I'm going to take a Master of Arts degree in History of Arts and Archaeology of East Asia in School of Oriental and African Studies in London.
Wow, cool. That's a very long name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, cool. So that's all for your artwork. I know one of your friends and also the prospective student who are about to graduate this year.
Yep.
She had a very entertainment work listed on the upper floor. Do you
Are
want
you
to
talking about this, the sculpture?
Yeah,
yeah.
I was not quite understand what her idea is, but let's just go and check it out.
Great.
Okay. So are we heading to the third floor, right?
Yeah.
Are these paintings all from the same school as you?
Yeah, School of Chinese Painting.
Okay. So is there any other work you like more?
You mean from the other schools?
Yeah. No, from this floor. Is there any other, if there is any impressive works you would like to mention? Not as good as yours. Where should we heading?
I would like to, yeah. If there is something impressed me, I think it is this painting. Yeah.
Okay.
It contains some mythology things.
Chinese mythology.
Chinese mythology things. Yeah, but I'm not.
I feel like art
I don't quite catch the
See,
meaning. Yeah.
like art is always like mysterious for anyone, right? So unless you are the creator, unless you are the designer, like
absolutely.
if you have any like ideas trying to convey, and you know, if you want to talk about any hot issues, hot social issues, or any message you wanna send, right? Okay, it's getting crowd here. We can see a lot of visitors around here. I know this is the probably the last day for you guys' graduation exhibition, right?
I guess so.
Okay, so we're gonna just stop it here because my colleague and also my friend Jingjing is standing by on the other side. I think she's about to introduce the art pieces from the School of Design.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned, don't go away. Jingjing is about to bring you the most fashionable and modern clothing design, and I'll see you guys later.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Li Jingjing. Now I'm surrounded by all the amazing, beautiful artworks designed by students from School of Design. This is not a runway show, but I do feel like I'm walking one. See, with all those beautiful clothes, I will be all the spotlight attractor on the stage. Now over here you can see there are so many beautiful artworks. All these artworks, all these amazing clothes are designed by students from School of Design. Actually, look at those skirts. This skirt is so beautiful with all the lace. It's quite amazing. So I really want to know what's the creation, what's the idea of these clothes. And we do have the creator of these clothes, Cai Ru. Hi, 蔡如你好 welcome to join us. 我能看到啊，这个衣服其实是一种非常夸张的设计，其实还蛮漂亮的。能跟我们讲讲你的设计理念吗？ Well, this student Cai Ru is a designer of all these amazing clothes that you see, and he's going to share us what's his creation.
其实主要讲述的是一个关于漂浮水箱的一个体验。在1954年呢，科学家 John Lilly 发明了一个名叫感官剥夺水箱的一个东西，也就是漂浮水箱的前身。然后他一开始的目的呢，是想将思维与所有外界的刺激来源隔离，并利用感官剥夺水箱可以不借助任何药物而达到致幻效果这一个特点，来帮助人类获得更多维度的体验。
Wow, okay. I'm quite amazed by your idea because basically he said there was an experiment actually by putting people in the water tank and all the senses of a person are deprived by the water and they want to see whether this person can get a kind of a effect of a hallucination and to see what's their one's consensus is affected by the outside world or his own consensus. And continue.
然后我在时装作品上呢，其实是将人漂浮在水面上时与水面产生的交界线作为我的设计点进行发展。然后在那个形态上，我主要是想说，里面是一个紧身的材质，而外面是一个大廓形的材质。想说，希望将一种剥夺感官所带来的紧致感和思维放射所带来的放射感并存的一个两者并存的一个效果。
So you can see this skirt outside is pretty exaggerated and broad, but inside you probably can't see. I will flip this. There's a pants that are really, really tight. These are the feeling that one will feel when he was deep down in the water. So and I believe these laces are the ideas that are given by the waves of the water. 这些裙子其实就是一种那个水浪啊，这种感觉。 Yeah, so this skirt, these laces are a reflection of by throwing someone in the water, the splash, the waves of water. 所以这也是因这个原因选择这个蓝色，对吧？
对，然后以蓝色调为主，然后以暗色调为主，但是印花的部分又有一些比较亮光的颜色，就是希望呈现出一种放射感。
I really love this skirt because it reminds me of the ocean. I really love ocean, and this fabric, this material is like a reflection of the water. And 那我们一起来再看一下有其他作品啊。这些作品刚刚我也跟大家说，其实我非常喜欢这件作品，因为我也很喜欢大海的那种感觉。这个就很像一个大海。Okay, we can see over here. It's also very exaggerating, I would say， 非常夸张的一件衣服。
然后里面是比较紧身的材质。
非常紧身的材质。
加入了印花的设计。
这些印花是大概是一个什么样的来源呢？
我其实想呈现就是模拟一个人飘在水上这样子，这里有一个人的形态，然后人的意识因为水面的一个影响，然后来帮助它放射出来。然后呢，水已经变得不是纯正的一个水，而是变成了一种水溶液，一种 aqua，然后有一种液体感，然后一种金属感，然后一种更科技的感觉，因为这个东西可能在我看来，它是一个对未来很有帮助的一个事情，所以它帮助人类获得更多的思维的一个扩展，对，所以我用了那个比较多的一种建模的效果去3D。
I'm gonna translate a little bit because over here he just introduced about this this print on this skirt. I think actually this is a pants. 这是个裤子，对吧？ This is a pants. But the prints you can see is also inspired by the water. It's like a feeling when you deep down in the water and you see the waves and bubbles. It really helps one to think, and also it has a sense of the being like a futuristic and technology. 这样的一种感觉，对吧？ Okay, let's all look over here because I also love this dress. This is quite amazing because you can see also the same print on this clothes and this laces. But over here you can see this is the cap of all the divers, especially free divers, use when they are dive into the water, right?
然后主要是加入了那个自由潜的一个效果，因为自由潜可以更大程度的去模拟这个在水箱的一个感受，因为在自由潜的状态中，人们是不带任何束缚的，而是直接沉入到水底。所以我的主题既是关于水箱，也是关于一个沉入水底的一个状态。所以我加入了自由潜泳衣的一个材质和一些配饰的效果。
So all these material, like the tight material, are the same material that people use to design the diving suits for free divers. Actually, I am a free diver, so I know what you're talking about. This tight material makes one feel, you don't feel comfortable while like wearing them on land, but when you're deep down in the water, it makes you warm and safe. So it really share the same feeling that free divers feel under the water. And thank you so much. These clothes are really amazing. And I heard you're gonna study soon abroad, right?
对，会在今年9月份去比利时继续学习时装。
Wow, okay. Tsai will continue to study in Belgium in September, so we really wish you have a great future. Thank you so much. So over here, there's a totally different style of clothes. Over there is quite exaggerated, but this one is so simple. See, when you see this contradiction on the screen, very exaggeration and symbolism. So I'm really curious who designed this, and I see you probably will be the designer of all these amazing dresses, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us more about these dresses? Like why it's so simple over here?
Okay. So when you come from this side of the angle, you can see the reflection on the mirror. So it's representing actually the reflection of what you are. Because of appearance, it's really different than what we're showing to people. So I wanted to reflect what the mirror shows and what you are in real. So when you come on this other side,
Let's come to this side.
Of the
我们来站到这一边哈，我们来看一下。
And then you can see that the other side is really simple, and this side is very, very a little bit, complicated and more, let's say, extra and everything. So I'm just showing how the difference is what you are from outside and what. Yeah.
Let our cameras switch to over here because our audience haven't seen this. on the very simple side, over here, it's also very exaggerated. Although it's the same color. Oh, oops. Sorry, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So what he's really trying to show is probably one can show a very simple side of himself, but inside he's very complicated.
Yeah, that's what I want to show, because people can be all sweet and all kind from outside, but you don't know what they are inside. So I choose the black color because of mystery. Mystery, it's black, so that's what I showed. And then sometimes on the other pieces, you can see that I put some, light color and everything to just show that, the sweetness of a person and everything. So that's what's represent my whole work. Like it's always like what your appearance and what's the mirror represents, what it shows, because of you don't know what's inside of me.
It's a really amazing idea, actually.
Thank you.
And let's keep walking, because we're going to show our audience more about these clothes. See, you can see the effect created by this wall. It's like a reflection of themselves, but you see one side of this person, but on the other side is a totally different side. So it's not just a clothes. It's something that makes people to think, to reflect themselves, what they show to the outside world and what they
hide.
What they hide. What are you hiding?
What they are hiding. So it's really interesting because of doing the researches. That's what I studied, and then I wanted to show that you need to know what's inside people, because we never know. You show me something nice, but we don't know. If you are cute inside too. So that's
these are really amazing clothes. So I'm also curious about how you made those clothes. So can you take us to your studio?
Yes, of course. Let's go.
So let's go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but audience, I haven't introduced about this our amazing students, because what's your name?
I'm Halima.
Halima, where from?
I'm originally from Djibouti. I came here to study Chinese language. That's my father's dream. So I really wanted to study that. But after that, I love fashion. So I said, what, I want to do fashion. Can I continue here? And then I continued. So
so we will go to the studio, but during this time we'll see what my colleague Serena is doing at the art museum. So let's see what she's doing.
I'm right now standing on the third floor of the art museum, which are all the art pieces from the School of Sculptures. But before I'm showing you around what the sculptures are, and then I would like to read one of the most lovely comments we get from the viewers. So Sushina, she says, I quote, "I love your painting of imagination. They are awesome, and I hope all of your paintings will be sold." And thank you, Sushina. I will make sure this message will be sent to the designer before. So for those of you who are still staying with us, don't forget to leave any of your comments or questions on all of our social media platform. So right here, I spotted this very interesting sort of like a vending machine design. Hi, how are you?
Very nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Shi Ruoyi.
Is this your work?
Yes, this is my work.
I look like a vending machine, like an open space vending machine.
Yeah.
And also I see the QR code right here.
Yes.
Could you explain a bit more? What's this about?
This is actually a vending machine that provides definitions to the audiences. So the visitors and audiences can interact with it, inserting a coin inside, and answer will be provided.
Oh, there will be answers?
Yes.
Inside this vending machine?
Yeah,
so
inside the glass bubbles.
Oh, I see. So instead of like a regular vending machine, you threw your money, you threw coins in, then there will be like Coca-Cola or like apple juice pops up. But this one pops us a like small message on the glass bubble, like bubbles, right?
Yeah.
So can I try?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So what should I do? Okay, pick up a coin.
Yeah.
And then
put inside.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, there. Is it? Okay,
yes,
there we go.
And twist.
A twist on the right or
right,
left?
Right.
Okay. One.
Still twisting.
Okay. Again?
Yeah. And again. And again.
And again?
Keep twisting.
I'll keep twisting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Oh, coming up. Let's see what it wrote on the letter. 桌子从床上掉了下去. Well, literally translating as a desk is falling off your bed.
Yes, yes.
I have no idea what were you trying to say.
Because my work is trying to focusing on misreading and misunderstanding.
Misreading and misunderstanding between friends.
And actually, all the message I put inside this note is from the conversation between my friends and I, and some suggestions from my tutors.
I see. So can I say those are words and letters you put inside the glass bubbles are all very conversational messages
Yes,
you
yes.
were having every
Yes,
day in your
yes.
daily life
Yes.
with either your friends, your tutors, or your families.
Yeah,
Is that right?
and it's very personal actually.
It's all very personal. Okay.
Yeah, but I think when I try to express from to the audiences, it's become public. Yeah, it's not personal anymore, and different people will have different understandings and thoughts towards this certain words and phrases because of their different memories and different experiences.
I see. Like this sentence to me is like, your desk is falling off from your bed. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's actually something you draw from your daily life.
Yes.
So different people who picked up the different message, they will
Yes.
have like different interpretation. It's just
Yes.
like a lot of things happening in our daily life.
Yes.
The people coming with a different background, they
Yeah.
will interpret the same thing in various ideas.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's very smart and very creative. Thank you, thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
So here's all about the tour inside this art museum, and later my friend Jingjing is still trying to teach you or show you guys something about clothing design. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Now we are inside the studio of where the place where fashion design students making all their amazing works, and we're gonna learn. Actually, I'm gonna learn how to make a clothes because I have know nothing about this. So can you tell me how this
whole machine.
mystical like
Actually,
machine works?
Yeah, actually there is a lot of work before coming to this stage, but you have to make sure that you have your thread and everything done to put it on together, and then you have to foil your fabric, and then you put the needle up, and then you
Wow.
can put it down, and then you have to control it with your feet.
Okay.
So you have to go straight and then lock it.
Oh, okay, it's
And then
sewing.
go straight. So let's go
Oh,
try. You
oh
wanna try?
no, I'm not ready yet. See, like there's a needle here is
Yeah.
working. Well, I probably look stupid right now because
Yeah.
I know nothing about it. You said yeah.
No, you don't.
Listen, okay, how can you keep doing this? How do
Yeah.
you?
So you just keep on going straight.
Wow, it's really fast.
Yeah, it is. But you can go faster than this because of now I'm really going slow. But you can go faster.
Wow, okay. I'm not sure I can keep it like sewing straight.
Yeah, but you really have to look at this side and then
Okay.
go straight. And
Can
then
I
you
can
just-
I have a
Yeah.
try? Can I
Yes,
hold
of
this
course.
mic?
Yeah, I
I
can.
can talk to the mic though.
Okay.
So I'm
Slowly.
stepping on the there's a pedal
Yeah.
underneath, and now I'm gonna try to do this
Slowly.
slowly.
Yeah.
It's not working. Oh, it's working. Oh,
Okay, go straight. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
how you
fast.
do it. Yeah.
It's like driving, but you have really have to control how
Yeah.
hard you keep stepping on the pedals, right?
Yeah, that's really what you have to do. To control the pedal first.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Like this machine looks pretty modern and advanced.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a little girl,
Yeah.
I saw my grandma sewing,
Yeah.
but it was a very old,
Yeah, old
outdated
style,
machine
yeah.
because everything is
Was
you had to do it manually.
Yeah.
This one is like it's a fine machine. It's much faster.
Yeah, it's
Right?
much faster and it's much like you don't need to do too much stuff anymore.
Oh.
So you just have to just follow and make sure that you are doing your job.
I think I'm sewing really, really fast.
Yeah, you are.
Right? This is not right.
Yeah.
But it's quite amazing. I'm wondering what's the difference between studying in China and back in your home country. Where from? Tell our audience again.
Okay, I'm from Djibouti. It's in East Africa. There is a small country, and then I didn't study my university there. I was just doing high school, and then I just came here. But the difference, maybe it's because of the language, because of back home, of course, you know, you have everything and you have your family around you. But here it's really different, and it's quite challenging. But I love the experience of coming here and studying and doing, you know, as you just go, you know, you just go the next day. You don't know what you're gonna do, but you just you just continue and everything. So. So that's the most amazing thing that I experienced here. So yeah, and yeah.
But like, why are you interested in fashion? I want to travel all the way to China to learn fashion design.
Okay, my first. Why I came to China first, it was because of my father. He wanted me to study Chinese language. That was the main thing. But after coming here and I saw the life and everything, living here was quite fine. So I was like, I need to, you know, I'm gonna stay here because it's quite interesting too, you know. And then I decided to do fashion because of that's what I like actually. And yeah, back home it's like, you know, you don't want people wearing the same clothes as you and everything, and that's why I was like, I need to have, you know, my own clothes and no one's gonna have it. So I can be wearing it and be like, oh, what are you wearing? It's like, I made it myself. So yeah, that's why.
So you have been here for like 7 years.
7 years now.
That's a pretty long time actually,
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna graduate from CAFA like
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it's literally tomorrow. There's gonna be a graduation ceremony,
Ceremony
right?
tomorrow, yeah.
So I'm wondering, what do you want to do after graduation?
After graduation, I want to continue on staying here, but specifically maybe continue more on fashion. You know, try to have some more experience because I think that I am not that professional or maybe like that experienced yet. So I wanna do more stuff and yeah, try to go with Chinese style and you know try a lot of things here.
I do have a interesting question because
Yeah.
I think normally when mentioning fashion, most people won't think about China.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
disagree with me?
true.
Okay. So I'm curious why you want to come to China to learn fashion. What do you think about fashion design in China?
Okay, I think the fashion design in China is very different. Like it's, you know, people would like maybe like to wear some you know simple stuff and everything, but in China it's more like you need to have a crazy design. Like you know, it needs to be really extravagant and everything, so that we be like, how did you choose this fabric and this material together, and how did you do this? You know, it have to be really big. It cannot be just simple or classic and everything. So they like that's what's the difference in the design and the fashion in China.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I really like your clothes and
Thank
your
you.
idea of creating those clothes. It's not just about fashion, it's about how people think about themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's amazing. Thank you so much and I wish you a great future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was nice
Now
having
this
you.
is the fashion design students and their work studios. So let's see what my colleague Serena is doing, and she's gonna tell us more about the artworks and their students and their artworks. Let's see.
The idea.
I get it. I really do. It's like
You do?
it's infinity mirrors in a way.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like being absorbed, right?
No, but this is actually very good.
It's a very creative thought. I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Do I get pictures of the bottom as well?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Since we're here.
No, this is actually very surreal in a way.
Yeah. Oh hey, welcome back. So we're inside this. I have no idea, like infinity space.
It's infinity mirror. They're based on infinity mirrors where they both reflect each other.
Yes. Oh, but before we move on to our live stream, would you just give a quick introduction of yourself?
Of course. My name is Tom Howitson. I am a product design student here at China Central Academy of Fine Arts. And today I'll be showing you my work and showing other works as well here.
Yeah. So I know your work is listed around that corner.
Yes. We can check it out first, or?
Yeah. Let's
Perfect.
just check your work first. So I remember you told me something related to aviation.
Yes, my project is based on waste generated on planes.
Yeah?
We can go into a little more detail after we're actually at the exhibit.
Yeah, sure. There we go.
Okay, this is me.
Yeah, cool. Wow. SOS, Sustainable Operating System.
Yes, SOS, Sustainable Operating System.
What exactly that is?
SOS, we all know what SOS is. And in order to understand a problem, we need to actually have a relationship with that said problem. So, we got two relationships at the moment. We've got aviation. Everyone's been on a plane.
Right.
Everyone knows what SOS means. That's already
Probably.
yes, it's an international call for help in a way. So, the reason SOS exists in two ways. It's an acronym for my product, for my system, and it's also a call for help, but not for humans, but for the environment, because the amount of waste generated on planes equates to about 4.7 billion tons a year.
Yeah, are you talking about those plastics?
Yes, and I won't bore you with details, but
Just like a brief idea.
Brief idea is a better way to manage and control the amount of waste generated on a flight
By
the system here. So
Right.
basically, it's an interactive app that you would choose what you would like to eat. And this does a few things, one of which it limits the amount, so it personalizes it for the customer, so they have customer satisfaction as well as the airline knowing how much trays is needed on the flight. This allows for the consumption to be accurate as well as less weight brought onto the plane, because flights nowadays will bring excess amount of plane waste, excess amount of trays onto the flight.
Okay, so just like you showed right here, so passengers could just get on the app.
It's very similar to what we do today. I didn't want it to be intrusive or anything. I just wanted to be like seamless with the product. So you would sign in, terms and conditions, you would choose your spot, and then you would simply choose what you want to eat.
Or
you don't want to eat.
Yeah, you can just skip your meal.
Yeah, so if you don't, because if I had the option, I would implement this system on a domestic flights, because it's just so much easier to manage, because the regulations today are just so... The reason we have all this packaging is because of the regulations and the risk of animal diseases. So, but I didn't think the system was enough. So you want to target the actual problem, which is the tray. So I simply redesigned the tray in order to fit my system, SOS.
Like much smaller.
Much smaller. The tray exists to further smaller, to make it less waste generated on the tray, because if you can see here on the photos, just the amount, and that was only in domestic flights.
I see. But have you ever pitched your idea to any of the airlines in China?
I actually emailed a few airliners, and they were really interested. And I have some of the emails on the board just saying that they're really excited that I was actually doing something like this, because it's still in developmental stages. And in the future, there's definitely going to be...
Like, how long would you expect your work is actually put into practice? Like in the future, like 5 or 10 years?
Right now, the work can actually be implemented right now.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to do, this system actually works, theoretically.
Okay.
And so the system would be built upon as time goes on. So you sort out problems, etc., etc.
Right. Wow, that's very interesting. It's very, very practical. It's very like
practical.
Airplanes, everybody takes airplanes.
But the main goal of my project wasn't the airplane waste stuff. That is a problem, but
it's more like
awareness of the issue. Being aware of the fact will in itself reduce the amount of waste generated, and you can apply that logic into other things as well, not just plane waste.
That's fantastic. Thank you,
Thank you so
Tom.
much.
So we will later Tom and I will just like touring around this exhibition hall, and later we'll tell you what we find is the most interesting. Okay, shall we just turn around? Yes, I think our part is finished for now. Okay. 啊，我们要继续吗？还是结束？
不是去找那个菜，去找那个手。
Okay, so I read online. Oh, I think probably this is the work. I read online.
Okay.
There's a very emotional art piece. I think. Are you the designer? Hi, 你好，你好，你好. I think I read online about your work, and I think it's some like very emotional, like you put your families and stuff inside. Would you just like quickly explain it to us what your work is about?
我这个作品其实是关于我母亲和我父亲的告别。
Okay, hold on. Do you understand Mandarin? Do you want to do the interpretation? I think that would be fun. Okay, it's okay. So he was saying the work is about his relations with your mom and your father, your dad, right? Okay, go ahead.
然后我父亲是15年去世的了，然后我母亲再回到了原先95年在北京旅游的时候的同一个位置，然后再拍了同一组照片。
Oh, I see. So basically, unfortunately, his dad passed away since 2015, and then, but like years after, your mom took the same picture at the exact location where your dad took the picture in Beijing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. And then.
And then.
So you come up with this project, putting all these pictures together. 然后你就是把所有的照片放在了一起，是吗？
对，然后这个作品就其实是为了给我母亲的一个礼物，然后也是为了纪念我父亲这个事情，然后也是为了表达我母亲对于这件事情和解的一个过程。
I see. So I feel like for him, it's not just a simple graduation work, but it's more like your gift to your mother, right?
Yes,
so have her seen your work? 你的母亲有看到你的这个作品吗？
哦，她看到，她昨天的时候看到了。
她看到之后，她有说什么吗？
对，然后我就问她，我说你理解这个作品吗？然后她说这作品是为了纪念我的父亲，然后她的丈夫。
So she understands it.
对。
The emotional connection is always good in your work. You
Yeah.
can actually see that.
That's very impressive. But I wonder how. 我很好奇的是，这块玻璃在这儿的这个设计的理念是什么？ I wonder why there's a glass, like in front of the big screen.
就是当我翻开那个老相册95年的相册的时候，我突然发现，我对我父亲这事情没有那么的拘泥在里面了，就是我没有再沉浸说他去世前的那段场景里面，而是我突然想起我父亲一生是很精彩的，然后我没必要说只陷在那一段场景里面。对，所以这个玻璃其实就是为了去表现说，其实和解过程你是有很多值得你欢呼并且记得的事情。对，
我可以理解为就是你想把你自己的感情从悲伤里面分隔出来吗？
对，然后很多东西是你值得记得，然后你站在这个。
I feel like it's like a separation to the sad past or something like that.
Yes.
So it's also a point of view as well.
Yeah.
If you're someone not in the family, you can only see it from this perspective. But if you're part of the family, you can see all the history of your mum.
Yeah.
And
What
dad.
do you see of? What do you think of this work?
What
kind of message you received? 我想问问他，作为一个观众，他获得了怎么样的一个信息从你的作品当中
I think it's a matter of perspective that if you look at this work, you see it, but you have no relationship to it. If you look at this angle here,
Yeah.
but from his perspective, from the artist's point of view, if you look here, you can see all the history, all the relationships with his mum and everything.
I
so you can
see.
actually understand
Right.
his work.
It's more like a perspective. If we stand right here,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
But you can-
Literally
yeah, you
like a
can
blank space.
Of course. And so an emotional connection in a piece of work is always very important because it definitely stands out from something that's cold for that matter, like something that you've just been told to do this rather than being motivated to do it because it's your emotional passion. But yeah, that's just my feeling of it.
他是觉得说可以从不同的视角来看你的作品，就是每个人因为每个人对你的这个作品的感情的联系度是不一样的，对吧？Very nice. Thank you both.
No worries.
Thank you so much. I like your work very much. Thank you.
So do I.
Okay, so that's about it. We're actually inside this white tent. Well, a little bit information on this white tent. So since 4 years ago, there are the growing numbers of both undergrad and graduate students on campus. There are thousands, like hundreds of thousands of work pieces for every graduation season. So there's limited space, so that's why they created this famous, well-known, later become the landmark white tent on campus. So if you have any time today, unfortunately, today is the last day, but you can always search any information online. And if you have time, I would not suggest you don't miss the graduation exhibitions next year.
welcome back. We just came out from the School of Design. Now we are in the campus of CAFA. You just saw the billboard and you see the hundreds of chairs in the campus because tomorrow there will be a graduation ceremony. Hundreds of, actually thousands of students will be graduated tomorrow and they will go to the society, become an artist, serving in different fields. As I told you, this school has cultivated many talents that are serving in this country, not just in this country, in the world, and their contribution, their creative ideas has been shaping the development of arts. Now I'm going to show you more about the history of this school because there are way more talents that you haven't noticed. And now we're walking towards the Museum of History of CAFA. Before we enter the History Museum, I'm gonna, because I got comments from one viewers. There's one viewer called Ming, and he says their ideas are really impressive. And there's also another viewer called Jilil Ahmed. He says, wow, CGTN, thanks. And thank you, Jill. I really appreciate that you all enjoy our show. And now we are entering this Museum of History. In this museum, we're going to know more about their amazing artworks and all the amazing talents, artists here. And now we already have a teacher waiting for us, and she's going to tell us more about this museum. 你好，你好，你好。
欢迎来到中央美术学院。
谢谢。你可以给我们简单介绍一下咱们学校的历史吗？
好的，好的。那我们边走边聊。
好的，好的。
中央美术学院呢，我们去年刚刚迎来了我们100周年的校庆所以我们是一所刚刚走过100年历史的老校对，我们的历史就可以追溯到1918年1918年是术学校，它是中国第一所国立的美术学府，这是我们学校第一个源头。第二个源头也是大家所熟知的，就是那一支在延安的艺术教育的星火，就是叫延安的鲁迅艺术学院，这是我们学校的另外一个前身。所以我们学校呢叫中央美术学院，是伴随着新中国的成立，然后我们的2支源头合并成立了。我们现在的这个中央美术学院。
Actually, this school CAFA is growing with China. It's really growing with China because before the CAFA right now, you see there was one school started by Cai Yuanpei and also another school developed by famous literature novelist Lu Xun, who really motivate everyone in this country to start to focusing on arts. And actually, in this museum, we see quite a lot of amazing artworks here. And 我们的摄像来，我们拍下我们现在的这一套这个餐具哈。Now in front of you is a quite amazing, beautiful tableware exhibiting in this museum. 你能给我们介绍一下为什么它会在这里展出吗？
好的，这个就是我们。在2014年中国举行的这个 APEC 峰会，然后在峰会的晚宴，就是招待20多位国家的元首和他们的夫人，在这个重要的宴会上，然后使用的是这一套国宴的餐词。对。
This tableware is not just any simple ordinary tableware. This one was used at APEC summit in 2014. That APEC summit was hosted by China, and in 2014, we saw all leaders and their wives from over 20 countries. They all gathered here, and during their banquet, during their dinner, they used these tableware. So you can see this color is it's yellow, but also combined with golden color. So I don't know how much you know about China's history. This color, this design was specifically designed for royal family. It was used by emperors, royal families in ancient China, right?
Yeah. 所以关于它的设计，我们可以有几点特别有意思的，就是说，我们可以看到摆放在这里，就是刚才主持人谈到的这个颜色是黄色，它就是有一种皇家大气的这种感觉。然后它的工艺呢，就是使用了一种高温的这种颜色，有用很高的温度烧成，同时还结合了中国传统的这种珐琅彩这种工艺，结合在一起。然后它使用的这个图案就是这种样式呢，是中国的这种如意的样式，所以它是有非常好的寓意在里面，就是福气啊，然后财运啊，包括就是节节高升，都蕴含着非常丰富的吉祥寓意啊。
I think this tableware is a combination and a reflection of China's ancient culture, because it's not just a tableware. All the prints on it showcase China's beliefs, ethics, and also blessed with all the, for example, the fortunes, lucks. So it's not just a tableware, it's also combined with all the Chinese elements. That's what the Chinese do. It's more than simple stuff in daily life. It's more about the arts. And my editor is telling me to read your comments. I'm going to check my phone what kind of comments you are leaving. We got a viewer called El Casoda. Is that how to read your name? El Casoda. And this person says, wow, nice product and place. Thank you for watching. And over here is another great product that influenced the world. This is the medals used during the Beijing Olympic Games. If you watch the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games, you've probably already seen those medals. It's in the center is the gold medal, and the silver medal on the right, and the bronze medal on the right. Oh, actually, it's silver on the left. So inside this medal, there's a jade, all from China. So this specific design is quite unique in Olympics history, actually, because no medal was used. Medals was used with jade, combined with jade, because before it's all metals.
Yeah, that's correct. 就是在中国的这个金镶玉奖牌之前呢，就是所有的奥运会奖牌都没有使用过，就是金银铜金属之外的其他的材质，所以我们这个是非常独特的一个设计。这个是我们学校设计学院的师生团队来完成的第29届北京奥林匹克运动会。
So all these designs, all these amazing art crafts are designed by students from School of Design. So these are the works by the students from CAFA, and now we're gonna switch to Serena, and she's already outside this Museum of History. Let's go to her.
Thanks again. Thanks for staying with us. And again, that is all for our first episode of Campus Crawl Live. And starting this month, we'll be touring around some of the most extraordinary university campuses in China. And next week, we'll take you inside one of the most prestigious universities in China. You guessed it right, Tsinghua University. So you name it, we'll make sure you get it. See you guys next time. Bye.